everyone, and welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, hello and welcome. So today I'm doing a full face of first impressions. There's only one thing that I don't have that is new, because, well, it's a foundation. I'm just going to tell you guys, because I don't have a new foundation to try, but everything else is pretty new, to be honest. Like, there's one or two things that have been out for a while, but it's the first impressions. So I'm gonna start on my eyebrows today, and I'm a bit skeptical to try this product because it looks a bit weird inside, but Primark and iHeart Revolution have come out with a collaboration. I don't really know if it's a proper collaboration, because a lot of these products have been out for a while. So this is the iHeart Revolution chocolate brow soap. This was £4, and I actually saw this in a Primark, and I thought I would pick up a few things. But the thing is, this is an older product. Like, this is not really a Primark product, because they have released their own line of things and included some older things. But what I was saying, so when I opened this, it's weird because it's got little bits of crap around the corner. I don't know if it's because the product has been there for a while, or that's just like the product. It smells fine. I don't know. I'm going to give it a go. If it's too dry, then I will get rid of it, because I don't want to put anything nasty on my brows, and I don't know if I'm supposed to wet this first. I don't think I am. So it comes with a spoolie, and it's £4, so I will just see if it does anything. I mean, it could be a complete waste of £4, but we'll see. I just hope nothing will happen. I don't think anything will happen to my brows, but I just don't like the fact that it's got this kind of like mold around the corner. I don't know. And it's weird because a lot of their stuff, like, they have a quote-unquote collaboration. I just don't think a lot of it is new, so I didn't see many of the products that had like Primark X Revolution. I just see like iHeart Revolution on a lot of them. And I did pick up one of their like their skincare items. It's one of their watermelon drops, which is meant to be like a dupe of the glow drops from Glow Recipe, and it is really nice. It's a nice moisturizer that I do use occasionally when I go to bed, or that I used it today when I went out, and it is still quite moisturizing. I mean, this is pretty pointless. It's pretty shit. Like, it's not done. I mean, it stuck my eyebrows down a little bit. I wouldn't say that this is a product that I would like go to again. I mean, I'm going to use it because I picked it up and I paid £4 for it, so I'm going to use it. Even if I just kind of use it off camera a lot, I just want to use it. So let's go on to primer. So I have used this before, and it's not really a new product, but I got it from Space NK recently, and it's the Vive Skin Nova Primer. So I've used samples of these because I'd say about, well, like a year ago, when Vive had their pop-up shop in Covent Garden, I went there and I picked up one or two things, and the lady at the counter gave me some samples of this, so I used it a couple of times and it's really nice. And I thought I would try out a mini because I did want to pick it up again. So I believe this was like maybe £14–15, which I think is probably a bit high end for me. I mean, I'm a cheapskate, I've told you guys this so many times. But if you've not tried this before, it's kind of like an illuminating primer, so it is just to use it quite scarcely all around my face. Okay, so it is quite a glowy primer, so if you want to have like a dewy look, this is definitely a really nice primer. It's really kind of, it dries down very quickly, so it's not completely tacky. And some of the Vive products I really enjoy. Like, I think on like the next item that I want to try is their concealers, because they do look really nice, and I think they've brought them back after they were sold out recently. So just for foundation, I'm going in with my She Glam Balm foundation, because I actually haven't used it in quite a while, and I think I should probably use it in case it kind of goes a little bit off. But I just want to add something onto my face, because like I mentioned, I don't have a new foundation. Okay, so I don't have a new powder either, so I should have mentioned that, but I'm just going to go in with my Revolution powder, because yeah, no new powders have come out that have really interested me. So I'm just going to tap this in, because unfortunately I don't have any cream product to try, so I'm just going to tap all this in. Okay, so now we're going to go on to some actual new products. So I was in Boots about 2 weeks ago, and they have like so many different stands there, it's crazy. But on the Physicians Formula one, they actually have the Greatest Hits palette, which I was pretty surprised about that they had, because they rarely get, well, the booths that I go to rarely get a lot of like newer updated products, but I saw this and it was like £12, and I was like, I need to pick that up. So amazingly, it keeps falling down, you get 2 bronzers, you get a blush and a highlighter. So I'm going to use the bronzers and blush today because I have another highlighter that I want to try. So I haven't used Physicians Formula in such a long time because I feel like a lot of their products are kind of a mixed bag. Like, I really want to try their eyeshadow palettes. They just look pointlessly expensive. Like, the products do look decent. I'm going to go in with the light bronzer because there's 2. I feel like this one is probably more suited for me, so I'm just going to take that everywhere. But yeah, everything I have wanted to try. I mean, I'm kind of like I don't know, but I have I have previously tried the butter bronzer, which is pretty much this, and I do like it, and I've used the blush before. Essentially it's like a blush highlighter version, but I did really like it. I know some of their products can be very hit and miss, and a lot of the times I don't feel like they're probably as inclusive as they could be, well, as they should be essentially, but yeah, nothing really has really spoken to me recently that I would want to try from them. But I saw this in Boots and I was like, you know what, I really want to try this kind of quad, because I haven't used like the blush in ages, and again with the bronzer as well. But I'm just warming up everything because I mean the foundation is a little bit deeper for me, but I'm just kind of adding some definition. So that was easy to do. Now let's go on to blush. So this is in the shade Vintage Rose, so that is just here, and I'm just going to take my standard brushes that I'm going to get, and I'm hoping it's going to give me a nice glow because I need to look a bit rosier. So let's see. Okay, that's very nice, very buildable. What I like about this brand as well, like, is that the blushes are pretty pigmented. I think they're quite buildable, but I like the packaging, and then the smell is very nice. Even though it's quite an artificial smell, I do feel like it's quite nice and it's not too harsh. So for me, again, I like it to be quite buildable, but not too like horrible and kind of muddy. But I feel like this has done quite a nice job. I will try the highlighter in the future, but I mentioned I do have another highlighter today, and I'm finally trying the Kalidos highlighter. Woo! So you can get Kalidos in a UK website called Beauty Boxes by Tammy, and I found their page actually just through Instagram, but I've previously bought a lot of their stuff before, but they recently had a sale on for this for like a couple of pounds off, and I was like, you know what, I need to try it. So this is in the shade, oh hang on, is it Solar Sailor? Yeah, because I think it's like the space age highlighters in the shade Solar Sailor. That's okay, that's a tongue twister. So yeah, this is the shade itself. I think this might have been one of the last ones that they had available. Holy moly, that's like a duochrome. Let's give that a swatch. Holy shit. Okay, that is cool. I knew these highlighters were good, but I've never actually tried these before, so I'm just gonna see what it's like. And okay, I mean, I love a good pigmented highlighter, especially if I want to look a bit crazy when it comes to highlighters. Wow, that's so nice. And I mean, Kalidos are a brand that I really wish I could try more of, but I don't know, some of their products I feel are a little bit expensive for me, but this is like insane. That's insane. I think I might have added too much, even though I probably haven't added that much, but that's how pigmented they are. That probably just added too many. Not bad at the moment. I might have to powder this down slightly because I have gone a bit over the top with the highlighter. I don't know if that's made a difference, but I just used my powder brush. So now we're going to go onto the eyes, and I'm finally going to be using my Ozzy Osbourne Smudge Eye Stick Shadows by Revolution / Rock and Roll Beauty. So I did a like a Revolution haul recently and like a try on, and I mentioned that I weren't going to use these because I had purchased another eyeshadow palette. So today I'm going to use these. I might give them a swatch first just to show you guys what they're like, because I'm just intrigued, because I just don't really want to mess these up. I hope I do it in the right way. So this is the shade Black, oh god, Black Illusion. It doesn't help that I have quite poor eyesight when I'm not wearing my glasses. So this is like a black. So I'm gonna see if I can swatch this. I mean, I've rubbed off the highlighter because I obviously don't need it anymore. But this is in the shade Black Illusion. So that is like a pure black. So that is quite nice. Next, let's see what we have. This is in like no particular order. This is in the shade Taboo. So this is a dark brown kind of shade. So I'm hoping I do these some justice, because I get quite scared when I use certain products that I don't know what I'm doing. Next shade we have is Moonlight, which is like a silvery shimmer. So this is kind of like a topper. So this, oh, okay, that's taking some convincing to wake up a bit. So that is just here. That's not bad. I mean, it could be better. I mean, I'm not saying it's not bad. I mean, it could be better. Next we have, I guess this is Holy. Yeah. So this is kind of like a purple-ish color. Let's see if this comes out. Okay, I might use that as like a transition shade first. And then lastly, we have the shade Sweet Leaf, which is one of my favorite Black Sabbath songs, but this is a green. So let's just put this on the side because, okay, that's quite nice. It looks like they're quite buildable. So I'm gonna kind of decide and then get rid of this, and then we will start on the eye. Okay, so I've decided to go with 3 shades. So the first one I'm going to go in with is Holy. So I'm going to use that as essentially the transition. So I'm gonna like kind of put that on most of my lid, and I'm going to blend it out. So I'm again not sure how these will work, but I'm hoping I can do it well. So these seems like they're a little bit dry at the moment, but let's see if I can use a brush to kind of blend them out. Okay, so I have blended it and it seems to have just kind of like disappeared slightly. If you really want to do like a quick look, you could probably use these to kind of like blend and go, but I might just see how they'll work if I add it to the brush. I mean, kind of defeats the purpose of like adding the shadow to the eyes and then blending it, but they're kind of not blending into anything. They've got a slight pigment to it, but I wouldn't say it's anything too much. I'm going to go in with the next shade, which is going to be called Holy. No, Taboo. Sorry, I was just kind of like stuck on certain shades, but I'm going to try this time with this just to kind of deepen out any like my corners here, and I'm hoping it's going to do something. So let's see if I can get that blended. Okay, that's worked a little bit better. I wouldn't say it's still crazy pigmented. They're very tacky feeling as well. So if you don't want, like for example, my eyelids can be quite oily, so I tend to use a primer like every time I do it. But I felt like with this, I wanted to see what they were like, but they, I don't know. I think my eyelids will probably start creasing very soon because they just have a very bad habit of doing that. As soon as I put any kind of like liquid or any kind of tacky base, they will start creasing. But I'm gonna see how this will work when I blend them out. Okay, I'm trying my best to kind of get these blended, but they don't seem to be doing much. They're kind of a bit patchy on my eyes, but I'm going to go in with the last shade now, which is going to be the Moonlight, which is the shimmer. It took a while for this to like warm up, but I'm just going to go on my brush and I'm just going to see if I can use this as a shimmer, because I want to see if it has any kind of payoff. If not, I might just use the stick on my lid and see how it works. Yeah, I'm not vibing with these in all honesty. They're kind of just not giving me much. I might have to try them in the future with maybe an eyeshadow to kind of like an actual matte eyeshadow to kind of blend them and see if they will do anything. I really want to try Sweet Leaf, which is the green one, in the future, just to see if it has any kind of pigment. But I mean, I did try to blend these and kind of go back and forth, but they just seem to not be budging. I know my eyelids can be quite oily, but I don't think they will be oily just yet. I mean, it's not really doing much for me, but we're just going to end on the lips now. So I have this lip liner from Revolution that I got from the beauty outlet. I think it was like 50p and it's in the shade Classic, so it's a nice red. I mean, I am just gonna use it to line my lips because I do have a nice lipstick that I'm excited to try, so let's just get this on. Alright, so let's go on to lip now. So I was in Sephora recently. I'm glad I can say that. Sephora is in London, of course, and they have Tarte on display now, and I picked up one of their was it Majuka lipstick, juicy lipsticks. This is in the shade Cherry. I really wanted to try their kind of lip plumping, but to be honest, I'm not really into like plumping up my lips, so I thought I would just pick up one of their lipsticks. And it's a really gorgeous like gold packaging, which I really like. So I'm just going to get this all over the lips and let's see what the formula's like, because I don't think I've ever tried a lipstick by Tarte before, so let's give this a go. Finished look, and I think the lips are really nice. Like this like formula is pretty good. It would be quite difficult for me to wear it at like work, for example. When I'm on my lunch and I'm eating, it will just go everywhere, and it will definitely transfer. Like it's not gonna dry down at all. The eyes are starting to crease because the tacky feel is gonna go in my eyelids, and it just doesn't feel that nice. And I will maybe see next time if I can use them as like toppers or anything like that on a matte eyeshadow. This highlighter is actually insane. It's very nice. Love that. The Physicians Formula little quad is very nice. I mean, the blush is very nice. The bronzer is, I mean, we've all used the bronzer essentially, so everyone knows what it's like. Skin Nova is really lovely. This brow soap, I mean, it has stuck down my brows. It is essentially just a Revolution product that they're now selling in Primark. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Have you picked up anything recently? Have you picked up any of the products that I mentioned today, and what your thoughts are on them? And thank you so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, because I film and upload every time I get a chance to. Don't forget to follow me on any of my social medias, because I'm always active on there. I really appreciate you guys watching. I hope to see you soon.